Hiya, it's Lucy Brand here, intuitive business coach to women entrepreneurs. And today's Facebook Live is on, do you have a fear of success? Now, before you say, it sounds really silly, doesn't it? Because you're like, of course I don't have a fear of success. Like, I want success, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your love life, whether it's in the new fitness or health regime you started, whatever it is, you start out and you're like, yes, I really, really want to be successful in this. But the thing is, it's one of the biggest fears that I see coming up all the time with my clients. And it was one that came up with a client recently. And what it is it's really sneaky. It's a really sneaky belief limiting belief because you believe, that you want to be successful. Everyone wants to be successful. So it can just kind of take you out a bit, take you by surprise, and it can show up in many different forms. So one of them is procrastination. I mean, that's probably quite an obvious one. Also, fear of visibility as well, like putting yourself out there. Or it can show up as in perhaps you've seen someone do something or seen someone be successful in something but didn't like the way they did it, so you don't want to be like that person, so you just don't try it, even though you'd be doing it differently to that other person anyway, because you'd be doing it with your authentic truth, not their way. So what I'm going to invite you to do today is I want you to dig down a bit and really just like play with me here, okay? So if you just kind of center and give yourself some time and space and just sit with, do I have a fear of success? And just sit with it and see what comes up. Just like, it's almost like you've got to give yourself permission to go there, basically. You've got to give yourself permission to have these thoughts, because you're having them anyway. They're just running perhaps in your subconscious, so you're not even aware of them. But just have these thoughts and feelings and maybe even experiences that you've had. Let them bubble up to the surface, let them bubble up to the top, so that you can acknowledge them and deal with them, basically. So they're not sneaking and self-sabotaging you in the background, because that's what we don't want. We want you to be successful. That's what we want. So, so if you just take a piece of paper and just sit with it, your fear of success, and see what comes up. And what can normally happen, I find, is that stuff like I'm not good enough for success. That's normally a big one that I find with women. I'm not worthy or deserving of success. Once again, that's another one. Another one that I've seen a lot with clients is when they were younger, they would said someone told them to stop showing off. So this really affects them in terms of you as an adult, in terms of your visibility. So even doing a Facebook Live, you've got to be sort of jolly and kind of on it, and that might be something that's come up for you in the past. Another thing could be, if you are going to be visible, you might be procrastinating on it because you've got a fear of success, because you don't want to have trolls, or you don't want to have people bad mouthing you. Because another one is a fear of not being liked and wanting to please everyone. That's a big one as well. So just let it all come up, to the surface, because although it might be a bit uncomfortable, that's, we've got to get a bit uncomfortable to deal with this stuff, basically. But once you deal with it, until you go to the next level, unfortunately, so it always comes back, then you can actually just expand and go to that next level of success. So if you're procrastinating on something at the moment, and then hopefully this Facebook Live, if you go away and sit with it, this fear of success, and see what's coming up and uncover why you're not doing what you said you were going to do or what you need to do. And then hopefully, once we release it, then you'll go and do it. That's what I've found before. So I really go to town with this one, and I would write at least a side of A4. That's what I normally do if I've got something that I'm just like, why am I not doing this? Or what belief is holding me back? And just let it all come up. And then, as always, what you can do is EFT tapping to let it go. And I can put a link below to one of my EFT videos so you can watch that. And that releases it energetically from your system, but also releases it from your mind as well, because you're reframing it mentally and also energetically. Or what you can do is acknowledge it, say it out loud and say I acknowledge it, and then rewrite another way of saying it. Basically rewrite your story basically, if you don't want to practice EFT. So if you take the limiting belief that I am not worthy or deserving of success, which is a common one, and just rewrite it out saying I am worthy and deserving of success. And when we write things out, it does have a greater impact. It tends to like stick into our system or change the belief quicker as well if it's written out as well as if you say it out loud. And what you can do is when they bubble up, you can just say, I acknowledge you and I release you. I let you go. This is not mine anymore. And then rewrite out your new one, setting you up for success. So if, hopefully that was useful to you. And yeah, please do just spend 10 minutes on it and just see what comes up. And if you can, leave me a comment below, because I'd love to know what comes up for you. Also, if you would like any help with your business, then I've got 3 slots that are open at the moment. And yeah, we could explore this further. I'd love to, if you're interested, I would love to have a clarity call with you, and we can discover what's going on for you at the moment, where you want to be in your business, and yeah, just have a look at how we can help you to get there. So yeah, and with the clarity call, it isn't a commitment. It is just a discovering of whether we're a good fit together or not. There's no commitment with it. It's just to find out if I can be of service and how I can help. And I will leave a link to my diary below. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching, lovelies. It's been great. And let me know in the comments if you found this video useful. Mwah! Much love. Have a great day. Bye.